Halloween time, and my son wants me to go trick-or-treating with him, so we'll go around the neighborhood, and so I wanted to kind of get into the act too and dress up as something. And pirates have been done, and I think I've done Darth Vader, and I can't remember what it was last year, but anyway, this year I decided to do something a little different. It's been done before, but figured it's different for me. I'm gonna go as No Face. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this cartoon. It's a Japanese animation cartoon called Spirited Away, but No Face is one of the mysterious characters, and I kind of like to venture out into being a mysterious character myself. So I'm gonna go as No Face. I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen to show you what No Face is. And if you haven't already seen the movie, I highly recommend it. At first I saw it, it was kind of bizarre. I didn't know what to think about it, but as the movie went on, I kind of got into it. I liked it. So I highly recommend it. If you get a chance to see it, definitely worth, I guess, 2 hours of your life. So here, I'm going to start with a just a cardboard box. I'm going to cut it, make it flat, and I'm going to make his face this big oval out of the bottom flap and the side flap. Maybe I'll go like this, depending on how it looks. And then I'm going to paint it white and put the eyeballs in it, and I'll probably be looking through the mouth part down here. So stick around. And what I did was I cut the long side of the box off and got the nicer of the two sides. And from No Face's mask, he's got kind of an oval face, so I'm just going to rough out an oval shape, kind of freehand here, using as much of the paper as I can. And I'm not after perfect, I'm just after kind of good enough. So when I put this on, people can recognize it. Human beings are really good at spotting similarities and differences. So if it's just close and people have seen the movie, they'll recognize the shape pretty easily. I'm not too worried about leaving marks on this because I'm going to paint it white. So I'm just kind of doing a best estimate. I've got the rough shape of his face kind of outlined. I did it with pencil, and then I went back and did it with a Sharpie marker. And now what I'm going to do is, as you see already, I've kind of made it round to kind of fit the shape of his face there. And I'm not too worried about kind of rounding the top part, because again, I'm just trying to get close. I'm not going for perfection. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to cut this out with a pair of scissors, and then I'm going to paint it. The beginnings of No Face. Now that the paint's dry, what I did was I got these pictures off the internet of No Face, and I blew up just this part where the eye was, and made myself a template like that. And what I did was I just put it on, kind of did a best estimate, and I put it on here, and I pushed down real hard with a pencil to leave an indentation, and then I flipped it over and did the other side. And then I went back and just got a pencil and traced in. You can see that, and I traced them in with a pencil. Now, I don't have any gray paint with me, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shade the gray areas I'm just going to shade the gray areas in with a pencil, and then get a Sharpie and color in the eyes. So I'm going to do that now and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Now I've got the eyes drawn in and the cheek and forehead features colored in. The mouth is a little different story. This is where I'm going to be looking out of, so I've got to get some kind of tinted material to put back there, some mesh, so you can't see my eyes. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this black cloth here from the picture. He's got kind of a hump that goes over the top that goes to his face. So I've got to find some way to attach this black material. Now here's a picture of somebody in a costume, so I'm not. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to kind of cover the mask and then the top part of my body, because what I've got is some black sweats and some black gloves that I'm going to wear and cover that up with. So I got to do some brainstorming and see what I come up with. What I'm doing is I'm putting the cloth inside out, and then I'm stitching it with a staple gun all the way around. And I'm using just some kind of adhesive here, just some liquid nails to keep the cloth from coming off, and then using the staples to keep the cloth secured until the glue dries. But I'm going to go all the way around the perimeter of his face, so when I unflip the cloth, it will wrap around the outside and then kind of hang over my head. So I'll show you just a couple of stitches using this scrap piece of cardboard here. What I did was I already put the bead of glue around there, and then just kind of place the edge of the cloth around on the glue here. Trying to be as neat as I can, because I don't want any of that white stuff, if I can help it, on the material. I don't even know if this is going to work, so. Alright, just to kind of show you here what I'm doing, see how the staples are sticking out here. What I'm going to do is just kind of squeeze it, bend a little bit, squeeze it down. And I'll do that all the way around. Right, I'm done with stitching it together. Now, here's what it looks like when you stitch it together all at once. You got, when you pick it up, it's kind of like a tube, and here's the back of the cardboard there. So then what you do is you turn the cloth inside out, and there you have no face there. Now I'm going to back up here and show you. That's kind of what he looks like. I'm going to show what it gonna kind of look like when I'm done, but I've still got a little bit to do. Now you can see here's where I'm looking, but you kind of get the general idea what it's going to look like. I'm going to have a black shirt and black gloves, but yeah, this is no face. So once I get the finishing touches on, I'll show you what it looks like in full costume. Let me show you what the inside looks like. what I did was I got a hard hat that I used in the past, and I put I just taped a bunch of foam around it to kind of give it general shape. I used some string here to kind of tie it on, keep it from falling down. Of course, good old duct tape, but I'm gonna have to tighten it up again. Anyway, I'm gonna put it on now and let you see what the whole thing looks like. Here it is. This is what No Face looks like. If you see the movie, he actually has a mouth down here, but I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to walk my kid around the neighborhood, so nothing complex. I was going to put something here to kind of block my eyes, but I'm going to need the most visibility I can get. So I'm just going to leave that blank, and people see my eyes, so be it. But this is what No Face looks like for the most part. Alright, so now it's your turn to put a video of what you're going to be for Halloween, if anything. Just having fun. See you later.